We are back, episode 2. Let's get it. Right, obviously I've took the turbo to work, as you can see. Now we can have a little bit more of a better look at it. As I said in the previous episode, this is what I see when I was buying the car, because obviously I couldn't take none of this off. And that was, on boost, this was coming out like really a lot and making a really bad rattling sound. And yeah, wastegate is completely fucked. There's no way of repairing it. I don't think you can even get repair things in them, so I'm pretty sure they're welded there. So there's the second hand one I've got, and as you can see, it is a good one, mate. There's no cracks in there whatsoever. So today's task is to basically swap everything over to here. I'm going to be using this turbo core. This come off my mate James's car. Shout out to James. He took it off his car because he was fitting a hybrid turbo to it, but there was nothing wrong with this turbo. The reason why I had it off him as a spare, so I can use it. What is that? Well, there's nothing. So yeah, and there's an old actuator I took off my old Boostbus before I fitted the forge one. We'll test this. We'll test this today. We'll test the recirc here as well. And to do that, you need a midi vac. This basically vacs it up, pulls the arm out, and we can vac that down. So we can test all these before we swap it over, because there's no point swapping stuff if they're going to be dodgy. And yeah, we'll just build it all up, put that in there, mark it up. We'll probably put some Tipex here and here and here. You don't have to get it bang on, because obviously the only thing that really needs to line up properly and correctly is the pre-cut to your flange there, but that'll be bolted to the engine, so that ain't going to change. The only thing that's going to change is the pivot point of this the cold air side. As long as I roughly mark it up, if I put a line there and do a line across that, then I know that has to be with that. See what I mean? So yeah, let's go. Right, so first up, what we're going to do, we're going to test the reset valve, because obviously there's no point swapping it over and find out there's something wrong with it. Obviously I'll do a visual inspection as well when it's out, but if we do the little vac now, all I'm doing is vacuuming it up now. As you can see, the best way of testing it, and then just see if it moves. I don't know if that's focusing, it's probably the light. Basically, if that goes down, you know you got a leak. It's as simple as that, and that is holding, so that's fine. So we've done that. Next up will be the actuator. Give this a test. I know this is good, this actuator. That's why I kept it. Right. Flip that over. You'll probably see it starting to come out. And then just hold it. See if it holds it. If it doesn't hold it, as in it's going down, it means there's a leak. That means it's no good. As you can see, that is holding, so that's fine as well. So that's good. I'm happy with that. So now, strip down, clean up, and put back together. Right, let's start stripping it, shall we? Just a punch, just so we know where the other one goes. Right, I'm going to be using that mark now. So when I clean it, I know when I put the new compressor housing on it, that's like the middle of that. That has to be in the middle of that. So what I'm going to do is do the bottom one set as well, so I know where it goes. What I'm also going to do is I'm going to measure. That's flat there. I'm going to measure this bit here. So I've got more points I can go back to, which is 90? Yeah, 90, so let me make a reference to that, 90. tricky getting that one, isn't it? Because someone looking at that has also rounded off the massive Allen key. So let's see what we can do with it. Obviously I've got a new one of them, but I wouldn't advise you to cut it because you might need to reuse it. Both copper washers still on there. Right, now we can get to that 10 mil. Take off the vacuum hose to the actuator. I'll be reusing this hose because there's nothing wrong with it. I'm obviously going to throw that in the bin because I don't need that. Right, there we go. That's your cold side. There's no score marks on there or anything, so that's good. So all I'm going to do literally with that is check the reset valve, make sure there's no splits in that, and clean the unit obviously. I've still got my tissue in it. Fair bit of play in this turbo. See it? And side to side. I bet it'll still go again, but we've got a new one, so no need. Right, what I'm doing now is doing the four that hold the core to the manifold. Obviously there's a water arm around the back as well, it needs to come off. I might get it off now actually. I've got my air gun here, so I might as well use it. Obviously you'll have to use a ratchet if you're not using it. Just like that. There we go. That is your turbo core. And it was leaking. Look, you seal this. All this oil in there. That was also leaking there. That or stem cells gone, but I know the stem cells are fine. Right, there are all the bolts off. They're all the same. So that can be thrown away now. I ain't going to use nothing off that. I might use the plug still, but we'll see. Alright, let's put that down there. Let's concentrate on this now. Let me take this off. Make sure it's all good. We should have some gloves, man. Right. Let's tighten a bigger ratchet on this. This little one ain't cutting it, is it? Fine. Just want to check this in here more than anything. Make sure the rubber's alright. If you get like excess turkey noise and stuff like that, it can be. It's normally this reset gone. Steers out, look at that. Jesus. Just like that. Not that it matters, but it's always good to mark stuff when it comes out, because then you know where it come from. This last one's going to be a tat. Oh, not as much. Pretty rusty in here. Okay. Coming out. You can change this in situ on the car, but it's a little bit awkward because I think the aircon gets in the way. This is what normally splits. You get splits in this little diaphragm. As you can see, it's fine. Nothing wrong with that. Obviously, there's your seal. It splits around here normally. So all you got to do is take that out of yours and just check it if you've got any issues with it. It's all good in there. So what I'll do then, I'll clean that up and dry it off. And clean this up next. Here's one I made earlier. And that. And that. Well, as you can see, this is a used one, but there's nothing wrong with that whatsoever. So right, let's get the exhaust side on first, shall we? I'm just going to give this little edge here a clean up quickly. Right, I've just noticed, I was just looking at this, This was the pipe that was on it. That's the pipe I've just replaced it with. And look, there was a split. So that could have been causing a little boost issue, but I've swapped it out now. So when that goes back on there like that, it's that one there. It goes back into gear there. That's what you've got to watch out for. When you get all boost issues like this, you've got to check all these pipes here. A little simple split like that can cause all sorts of issues. Right, we're back. I had to wait for some parts to turn up. Here they are. I've already got a gasket for it, but the kit come with a gasket. Quite cheap actually, 15 quid. Comes with a turbo return gasket. Comes with every washer you need for all these little banjo bolts, etc. And the other thing I noticed, I said I checked the reset valve. Well, I checked it again when I was cleaning it. As you can see the splits. So basically that's had it then. Even though that back down, right, that's had it. But here's Blue Peter, here's one I made earlier. This come off my bus, but I've just also waited for a seal kit for this because I've noticed when I stripped it, it's got a split rubber seal in it, but I've got that coming, so I'll have to wait to do that. But today, the rest of it, I can build it up and get it near enough there. So let's go. See these shells getting there. 10mm bolt was touching there, so it must go behind. Remember my little dating point I did earlier? Remember the 3 little dots on the punch? Line up the middle of that. So I know that that has to be like that angle like that. Obviously, if you go to fit it and something's not right, you can just crack the coal side off or the exhaust side, job done, and move it around and do it back up again. Back, we've done all the little 10mm up, we've done the water feed up, we've done the actuator up. I suppose we can set our preset now, show you how to do it. This is a lot of people get this wrong quite a lot actually. So as you can see there, that is your wastegate. Where's my Mickey back? Well, we'll find that in a minute. So what I'm going to do is preset my wastegate. Obviously you want this shut against the manifold, so what you do, you push it in, you loosen these off, push it in with your hand, do that up so it's tight finger, that's what I do anyway. Then you want to give it Tipex, you know where you've been. I'll give it a full turn, so go right round until it lines back up again. There, give it a bit of preload. That's it. Leave it as that. Pick it up the other end to lock it. Mark at that end as well so you know if it's coming loose. There you go. So if you get any issues later on, I can check that. Get the Missy back out again just to check it, make sure it's all good. Shove you on there. Oh, I'll go the wrong way, maybe not. Right, let's go. The tool don't mess up. Right, let's start again. It's starting to move. There we go, 10 psi. 11, 12, 14. There we go. She works a good one, boys. Obviously hold pressure on it, make sure it holds. Right, that's done. Next thing is we'll get this water pipe around the back. Get that on. Ooh, flip that. One's that, is that one there? So anyone I've got left out? Yep, right, let's change the washers on here. No, I'm going to have to use one of the old ones, I think. Right, I'm going to go and look in. I'll be back. I'm going to go and look in our washer box. Right, back again. Found a washer, a brand new one. Got a bit of Loctite around it. Loctite obviously helps it seal as well. Right, next up, I'll return pipe, a new gasket. I've run a real thin layer of silicone either side. You don't have to do that, but I always like to do it. And you know the thing ain't gonna leak, because they do leak, they're quite common. I think people, that's it until my research seal turns up. What I'll do, probably won't do a video on that, I'll do that at home. I'll fit a new seal in that, I'll fit the rest of the that lot on there. So that pipe goes there, etc, etc, etc. And yeah, so next time you see me, I should be back with a bus and we'll fit this up, and I need to get them 2 studs out as well. That'll be the next thing to do, I need to drill them studs out. And yeah, so I'll see you then. Right, obviously I just had to order the seal kit for my reset valve, but obviously my boy over here, Sam, who I work with, he's come through with an actuator. I mean a reset valve, look at it. He had a brand new one in his fucking box, mate. Come off his berg, he's got a berg. Yeah, he's got a sick berg. So yeah, so I'm not gonna wait for the seal kit for that. I'll fit that OEM one, look at that, it's fresh. So yeah, let's go, let's get this back on. Right, obviously got the MIDI vac on it, just to make sure. You hear it? It means it's opening. Just keep an eye on that, make sure it doesn't go down. And there you go. Turbo's ready, people. Nice one, Sam. Right, that's it. Next video you'll see then, like I just said a minute ago, it will be this weekend. I'm gonna fit this bad boy on and hopefully go down the road and make some choo-choo noises. Let's go.